Okay. Well, come on. We should be live. Okay. So, this is a quick PSA, Oxycodone PSA, also known as a kind of painkiller, also known as the stuff that's causing the opioid crisis in America. Here are some stats. Okay, here's some quick stats. So in the year 2021, 106,699 individuals um, died as a result of overdose in America. Let's see. This number is from National Institute on Drug Abuse and on drug abuse. Yeah, it's part of the NIH, National Institutes of Health. So yeah, I'm not making this number up. I'm gonna put this link in the description. But here's the part that's relevant to me, right? I mean, um, I got prescribed oxycodone for a injury, for actually um, surgery that I had because of a tiny injury here, that in my finger. I've, as far as I know, for as long as I, have been alive, I've never used a single painkiller. I've never used morphine. I've never used um, any kind of oxycodone or whatever, Percocet or whatever. The Purdue Pharma products. I've never used anything for pain. I actually have a high pain threshold. Surprisingly enough, it takes a lot for me to cry or burst into tears as a result of physical pain. I've fallen from places and I've hit my head and I've never cried. I have a high pain tolerance. So specifically my case, I've never, even accepted painkillers. I probably used Advil once or twice. I don't even remember that, but I wasn't even asked. And I was just prescribed oxycodone and a handful of them. And they didn't ask me about possible disposition to addiction. They didn't ask me about substance abuse. They didn't ask me about, if I've had a history of abusing, alcohol or trauma or PTSD, anything like that. They didn't ask me anything. It was just basically like, oh, by the way, here's the protocol for, for recovery. We'll give you these pills. They didn't even tell me how to use it, right? They didn't even tell me that. And I'm just saying this is the Oxycodone PSA because this country is dealing with opioid overdose. It's millions of families, or thousands of families or hundreds of thousands of families have been destroyed because they've had somebody or they know somebody that's overdosed or who's overdosed on one of these drugs. And so, but yeah, here it's like given like Tic Tacs, and a lot of people talk about it like that, like, oh, it's it's being given like Tic Tacs. I mean, like, how many people should die a year for people to, for the medical practitioners to be like, okay, we have to be more strict with our prescriptions. I mean, it's really fucked up. It's really fucked up. I mean, needless to say, I have not taken a single one of these, and I'll throw this. I'll just safely dispose this. Some way. I'm not just gonna throw it in the trash. Whatever way I'll, is the right way to take care of medicines that one doesn't need. I'll do that, but this has just been on my mind. I mean, it shocked me when I was told that I was being prescribed this, and nobody checked my ID. Like, these questions should be asked. Like, do you think, like, have you had a history of addiction? Do you think you will be addicted to this? Have you ever taken oxycodone in the past? Like, like, no questions. And the reason why, you know, I didn't just start taking oxycodone is because everywhere that you look, now people talk about how this is a huge problem and hundreds of thousands of people die. I mean, I don't know how the number is 106,000. I thought it was something in the millions, but it's not only just the person that overdoses and dies from this; it's also the families that have to deal with this. And anyway, yeah, I think if you have a surgery, if you have back pain, for that I was prescribed steroids. It's like, doctor, I have back pain. I've had this lingering back pain. Can we do anything about this? Like, what do you think is going on? Here are some steroids. Again, no questions about if I've taken steroids in the past. No questions about like what these drugs do, how it works. It's just like the side effects. Like, it's just like they just throw you pills. This is just like, I have 7 minutes to be with you, and I get paid $500,000 a year or whatever, and I just have to, stick to my schedule and meet all these patients because I have 7 minutes with you. I can just throw pills at you based on the words that come out of your mouth. So yeah, I mean, this is a common trend in America. It seems like everything is solved with a pill because everything is thought to be a quote mechanical thing. I will go in depth about my experience dealing with the American healthcare system. I'll do that in another video, and I have a very lengthy history. But for now, I'll just say specifically about the oxycodone that don't take it, right? I mean, ask questions. Like I didn't even need any painkillers. Like, I didn't take, like, the pain wasn't even that bad. And I wasn't like an idiot, trying to tear open the whatever, a gauze and all that. But they just throw pills at you. Don't do it. Just ask questions. Don't become one of the, don't become a statistic. All right, I've said enough. Have a good one, everyone, and stay alive if you can.